Hello. I decided to tell you a little bit about my low maintenance body care. Um, it's funny how I grew up with it and I kept on it because it worked for me, and it's kind of a little bit different than nowadays. But the funny thing is that current insights show that it might just be better than the current way of over pampering your body. I do not claim that my way is the best way, but for me personally, it's the best way. And I will explain a little bit about how I do it and how the modern insights kind of relate to that. So let's get started. I grew up in the 70s, and back then the pampering was not the thing to do. At most, people use body lotion and facial cream, etc. And showering was not yet done every day, maybe once, twice a week, or something like that. My mother even was the type that did not like any pampering, spending time on pampering at all, and she never used cream for her face, never cleaned her face, never used body lotion, etc. And her skin was quite good. Of course, all this also depends on your skin type and what your skin can handle. She only used cold cream when it was a little bit too dry, and there were I will look it up. Anyway, so keep in mind that the routine I'm doing works for me because of my skin type and because I started out that way. My skin is used to it. So if you decide to go this way also, keep in mind that your skin is kind of used to being overly pampered. But first, let me introduce you to my skin. I know it sounds a little bit weird, but it gives you an idea of my skin condition, the condition of my skin, okay. Because skin condition is a problem, but it's general condition of my skin. So I filmed it when I was laying down on the bench because of the angle, so it gives you an impression, and here it is. And as you can see, I have a lot of freckles. Funny is, not in my face, only on my torso, and then my legs are almost freckle free. Freckle free. But anyway, what I do is, and what I got from my youth and keep up doing is, I go and take a bath once a week. And once a week, I wash my hygienic parts like armpits and intimate parts at the sink. Okay. In bath, I use a bath foam of Dove, which has 1/4 cream. And that is all. No body lotions or something like that. This has to do with the fact and modern insights, because probably we might have known in the past also, They say that nature has given your skin and intimate parts and your armpits a natural balance to protect it with good bacteria. Okay, what happens when you wash too much? You get that you wash away the good bacteria and you kind of damage the natural balance. So it's kind of finding the balance between hygiene but not damaging the natural oils and bacteria which protect your body. The way I'm doing it keeps me clean. I do not smell. And believe me, I have a very strong nose. But keeps my skin in good enough condition that it does not need body milk in between. And that saves a lot of time and energy. And as for the amount of showering, mine combined comes to a shower 2 times a week. Several organizations in the healthcare, skincare say that that could be sufficient, but it all depends on or if you have dry skin or oily, and if you sweat a lot and do active things or not. In my case, I have probably a dry skin and I do not a lot of physical labor, etc. So in my case, it is clearly enough to do shower, in my case, washing and a bath twice a week. But if you have oily skin or sweat more or in a warmer climate, etc., you should use more showers. So then we go to I don't know how the word is, but removing hair removal. Okay. Keep in mind that every time you remove hair, you kind of damage your pores and your skin. So I am also doing that as less as possible, but being not too hairy. Let's say it's balanced between removing it only when it is necessary. So you don't scrape your skin too much, or you don't plug your pores too much. That means that, yeah, in the winter I have winter fur because no one sees it, and it kind of is nature's way to isolate. Not that I'm warmer than others, but anyway, it's not necessary to scrape your skin then. And for me, that comes down the hair removal all once a week, which I do after I take a bath. I'm using the foam of my bath foam as a shaving cream. I have done that already for many years before they came with the shampoos, etc., which you could use as shaving cream. I have done that already for 20 years or something like that. And that is once a week. And that's more than enough to keep my legs very nicely looking. The same goes for my armpits. So, as I said, it's all kind of a balance between keeping your nature protection and bacteria and the making of skin oils intact, but keeping yourself clean and taken care of, like not hairy or something like that. So my advice is to, if you're interested, find your own balance in that. But as I said, I have been doing that from child on, so I do not know how this would work for people who already have uh, a way of a skin that is used to pampering. I don't know if you go back in your care if that skin accepts it. So find your own way, but as I said, if you're just starting out, I would recommend finding balance in everything. So be clean, but do not over clean yourself. Use only body lotion, etc. when needed. As an example, I have very dry knees, and from time to time, when I'm wearing shorts, etc., I don't think that is a nice look. Then I use a little bit of body lotion just on the dry part of my knees. So just see what it needs. Don't remove hair too often just because it's your tradition or your standard routine. Don't do it as a routine. Do it when needed. And as I said, find a balance between clean and not cleaning too much, and find a balance between scraping your skin or pulling out your hair from the pores. Also only when needed. And I hope this is not too chaotic, but I never have a script or something like that, so I hope you can follow my theory. As my face, you have seen my routine. Normally I would not have started a face routine when it would not be necessary, but since I have rosacea, I have started the face routine. And how I take care of my hair, there are several videos of that already, but it also kind of goes back to the same thing from only when needed and trying to delay it a little bit, but keeping clean enough, of course, but a little bit, stretching the edges a little bit. So that's my way of low maintenance body care. And it saves a lot of money, it saves a lot of time, and it keeps your skin as healthy as possible. And if you enjoyed this video, please like or subscribe, and thank you for watching. Bye.